Good evening and welcome to Side 21 and tonight's episode of The Jungles of Paldir. If this is your first time catching up with us on this campaign, this is a heroic trek through a mysterious uncharted jungle in search for an ancient relic that may be able to kill a god. If you'd like to catch up with us on social media, we are at Side21TV on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. You can also check out our brand new merch store at Side21.tv. We've got some hoodies and beanies in stock for this cold weather, so make sure to check that out. And without further ado, I believe that concludes our announcements. So let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of The Jungles of Paldir. Where last we left off, having spent a day and a half or so browsing through the various shops and stores of the village of Banthura, where you have been newly welcomed by Gorman and the rest of the guerrilla citizens of this village. You eventually made your way into a shop and spoke to the kind of fishing guru of the village, Mambo. He gave you guys a little bit of info that he had lost the ability to get his primary fishing bait. He drew you up a quick map and agreed to offer passage. He agreed to ferry you all up the river to the north whenever you decide to leave Banthura, if you could go get him some of his jeweled beetles, these prismatic beetles. Unfortunately, the area where those beetles reside was overrun by tigers by his reports. He smelled them, didn't get a chance to get too much of a look before he ran away. However, you guys kind of volunteered to help him out by getting these beetles, perhaps confronting these tigers. He drew you a quick map and you made your way towards this cave. Having reached the cave, you first also kind of smelled the tigers, got a quick peek, and upon first sight of this cave and these trees outside, you not only saw the prismatic beetles, but you also saw a toger, a big humanoid tiger creature, come lumbering out of the cave, sniff at the air, and roar as if smelling something nearby. Shortly thereafter, you guys made your way into the line of sight of these creatures, and combat ensued. It was a pretty lively combat. We saw Abigail morph into her kind of more creepy fae side, the primal side. We saw some, Lothariel, I believe, went down during the fight. However, picked back up on the next turn, and a few turns later, combat was over, proving victorious for the party. And that is where we are going to pick up here outside of the Beetle Cave. Combat having just ended, rain continuing to kind of fall here in the jungle. What would you guys like to do as you look around the body of a couple of regular tigers, now deceased, as well as the toger?
That was terrible. Is everybody okay?
I'm all right. Are you okay?
What do you mean? That was fun.
I think
I
so.
agree.
I'm as fine as I can be.
What does that mean?
Something hit me. I took damage. That was not okay. I should be better. But thank you all for keeping me alive.
But did you get taller?
No. I wish I did.
I don't know if you ever will.
Probably not. What the hell is this tiger monster thing?
I'm not sure. I don't know if we asked last time, but have we seen a toger or heard of a toger before?
Everybody make a nature check.
Nature. First
Nature.
roll of the session.
10.
Oh.
11.
11.
6.
Oh, no.
No, this is definitely the first time you are encountering such a creature. I think that, some of you may have had, passing knowledge that there are like large cats and things in the world, but definitely no knowledge of a toger.
I've never heard of a beast like this.
I don't think that was anything natural, or of the natural world at least.
Yeah.
We've been told there's obviously Fae influence. Is this something of their make or just an influence, maybe?
Would I know if they're hey?
Halbor and Abigail, go ahead and make a Arcana check for me, please.
Ooh.
16.
12.
I think both of you kind of brainstorming, thinking this out together. You don't. This is an uncharted kind of place. You have established already that there is definitely Fey magic and energy present in this place. I think with those roles, you can kind of theorize. Perhaps this is a result of a tiger being too close to some Fey magic, but you really aren't sure. I would say Abigail, where you grew up, this definitely wasn't something that was around that area at least.
Anything can happen from Fey magic, but that is not a Fey creature I am familiar with.
Oh, fascinating. Who knew Fey magics could potentially cause such wondrous side effects?
I think both
I would
of you now
also...
kind of have the idea too that there's a lot of unknown going on here, right? This place is pretty unknown. The relationship that the Fae have with this place, you're not 100% sure what that is, how strong it is, how influential to what's going on here, either magical or otherwise. So it's hard to really know, especially because there is such little information about Paldir as a whole. And you've now seen this toger, you've seen the village of Banthura. I think the idea of much being a surprise at this point is starting to kind of leave your mind, and it's more the thought of like, we need to be ready for anything out here. The rules of home don't seem to necessarily apply here.
I think we're going to end up seeing a lot of things that we haven't seen before while we are here.
I'm going
How
to
exciting.
do a little bit of walking and just come underneath the trees and whip out my book and start taking notes. Got to be a little more out of the rain.
As you actually start to move over in that direction, you guys all hear this sound of like, gosh, it's so hard to think about what this sound would sound like. But you turn around and you hear the sound of like armor rubbing together and like this weird like kind of sound as you see Morga shrink down back to her original
I forgot.
size here. And right about this happening, right about the same time that this is happening, the rain, which was really just kind of a light rain, seems to have broken, and the sun begins to kind of shine down into this area through the canopy of these baobab trees above you. And the result of that is, we've all seen a rainbow after the rain stops and the sun comes out, but the effect that you guys are getting here as the sunbeams start to make their way into this clearing and hit the prismatic shells of these beetles on the trees, it's like you guys are standing almost inside one of those glass prisms, as rainbow is like kind of being reflected in like tiny little beams all around you.
Speaking of things we've never seen before.
Notes. This is new discoveries. No one's ever been here or maybe seen this and been able to write about it before. I must have proof. And I just furiously start scribbling notes about how it rained, how the tiger ogre thing is, the prismatic beetles.
While everybody's distracted,
Notes.
with the lights and notes, I'm just gonna grab my sword and try to rip out the Toiger's tooth for my own personal, as a trophy, and just go, finders keepers.
Make a survival check for me.
Oh god. 17.
A 17 is good. With very little effort, you kind of, as the toger is like laying here on the ground, you stick the tip of your longsword and just kind of work it under the gum line and then put some pressure on it away from you and yeah, pop it right out like a crowbar.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna try to tie it into my necklace, but I also want to try to loot the body and see if there's anything worth taking.
I would say there's not like a you would have to like kind of take the time to like really wrap the whatever cord you have around the tooth, because obviously there's no like hole in it to run that through, but you could probably have one easily maybe like, you know, worked out for you by a jeweler or something like that if you wanted to put it on a cord. Otherwise, maybe at some point you can take like, you know, 30 minutes or so and do that wrapping yourself. As far as looting the toger, he's got what you can now see is basically a entire tree trunk that he was using as this club that you saw literally break the bones of Lithariel. Got some, you know, it's got some different colored fabrics around it. He's got some beat up armor on him. As far as anything of value, you're not, no roll necessary. This guy is, you know, he seems to be this forest creature. He doesn't have a lot of stuff on him that, you know, you would find much value in. And I'll say, for the sake of brevity, as you kind of are doing this, you can look over at the other tigers and see. I mean, they've got, you know, some pelts that may be worth something, but as far as loot, not much going on, unfortunately.
I'm gonna walk over to Morga. How did you shrink so much and you're still so tall?
I ate all my vegetables. Did you?
Lee, that's good advice.
Oh, I did, but I also, you know, my mother wasn't a Goliath. No offense, or I don't know if that's offensive. I'm sorry.
I'm taken.
Okay, did you find anything?
Zip. Nothing. But I have this tooth, and I'm just gonna hold up this tooth covered in blood.
Oh.
And just...
Okay. Nice tooth.
Valuable materials.
Sure.
Albor, do you mind cleaning her up?
Yes, no problem at all.
Well, I look fine.
Prestidigitate, and I will clean you.
At
Get
least
clean.
the tooth.
I get 5 foot, and just clean everything. Everything in that square
Nice.
that's on Morga.
Smell like
And-
roses.
Right, and your plate armor, you know, is kind of now got this shine to it, this reflective nature, and you're like now like radiating these rainbow beams as well, just from the reflection of so many of these beams crossing and where you're at.
Do I have
Never looked so good.
who has the jar? Do we have got a jar for Mumbo?
I was
You did,
pretty
yeah. He
sure
gave you a
Morga
glass
had
jar with a wooden screw top lid.
Okay. I'm gonna
because it was pretty damn big, wasn't it?
I do have the jar. I'm just gonna
I described
reach.
it as the size of like one of those jumbo pickle jars.
I want to take a look around to see where there's maybe like a congregation of a lot of beetles in one area, or if it's just
They
looks like it's
are
in the cave.
So as you look around, there are not many like on the ground in the grass, but you can see on the trunks of the trees, they seem to be very, very prevalent on all these trees. And you can see them kind of against the rock wall of the cave, and like in and around the entrance there.
Okay,
They're abundant everywhere, basically.
Okay, yeah, I'll just start like kind of like kind of like lift up the bottom of my shirt in like a pouch and start grabbing them, and then bringing them over
Easy
to
enough,
Morga.
yeah. No nature check or survival check or anything that's needed. These things, Mambo kind of led on to when you were asking about it. These things are like completely. It's like ladybugs, basically. Like they're not going anywhere. They're not biting you.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at them. Wow, they're so pretty. I'm just gonna put them in a jar.
I just
And
put it in the
as
jar.
that
I'm
jar
gonna...
fills up, man, it's like you're carrying some sort of rainbow
Rave light.
device. It's yeah.
I'll give you 5 coin if you eat one.
I was thinking about doing it anyway. It could taste. It's really pretty. It could taste pretty. I'm not sure.
She's just gonna grab 5 coin and just hold it, waiting with anticipation for this moment.
Well, okay, hold on. Banana coin, or you know what I'm saying?
Real coin.
Okay, yeah.
If you eat that and get sick, I will take notes. Not help, take notes.
I'm gonna eat it.
You eat one?
Yeah.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, baby.
Is it crunchy?
What?
Ah.
Oh no.
A lamb?
I'll say with 11, it doesn't hurt you, but it's not good.
Do I have to swallow it?
Spit it out, and I'm just gonna give the 5 coin. Take 5 from my pouch.
Thank you.
It's like got like almost like a metallic kind of chemically taste to it. And like also somehow combining
think
with
you do it.
like a rotten like eggplant kind of like it's such a neutral flavor, but also with a lot of like rot taste combined in there. Yeah.
It's like a moldy butter knife.
That's very
you.
rough.
That's terrible. Okay, well, we got.
Are the spit out guts still glowy, or is it like just the shell?
As you look down at this chewed up, I mean, you can see like it more looks like it's kind of glittering. Like there's bits of like the shell mixed up in with everything else that's been chewed. So it's kind of like that. It seems like it's just from the shell.
Ah, fascinating. It is not fully bioluminescent. It is just the shell that reflects light.
And tastes
No,
bad.
Stick out your tongue, Letty.
Yeah, you can
Is
see
his
little
tongue
pieces.
sparkly?
Yeah, you can see the little pieces of it. Looks almost like he like licked something that had glitter on it.
Please clean it off. Please clean it off. I'm looking at Helpmore. Please clean it off.
That is gross.
I'm gonna try it. Sure, I'll use prestidigitation again.
Thanks. You're
Yeah,
saving.
technically, your tongue is an object less than a cubic foot.
I'll say yeah, sure, yeah. You remove the remainder of the shell and
So,
bits.
the
of this
problem
insect from his
is
mouth.
while you're doing that, I do my little jazz fingers, and it almost feels like something is like grabbing your tongue and scraping it clean. Because that's the first time something has like been a non-living object that I've tried to do that to.
I just kind of shake my head and reel back a little bit. Thank you.
Well, that was a new. Well, thank you for the new experience. I've never cast that like that before. Take more notes.
I don't know
Go-
if anyone ever has, dear.
I just kind of sit
I'm
there
gonna
looking
have-
dejected a little.
I'm like fascinated. I'm like, I'm gonna have several novels of new information.
Well, we
What a
got the
wonder!
Beatles.
Is that?
Shall we head
And
back?
we do have the Beatles. Thank you for collecting the Beatles. You made that look so easy.
Well, sure. It was easy. It was easy. You want to check the cave to see if there's anything in there?
Ooh.
I
That's
look
a
over
good
at
idea.
Morga. It sounds like you volunteered to go first.
I'm
I'll go
gonna.
with you.
Really? Okay. I'm going to take out my sword again and have my shield at the ready just in case, and just kind of start walking into the cave,
Okay.
carefully looking,
Walking
but
behind her,
also
too.
whispering quietly in my earring to Abigail. I'm scared of the dark.
Just flat.
Fair enough. Fair enough. The only way I have to make light for you right now, darling, is with fire.
Oh.
My firefly pendant's not so stupid now, is it?
Oh.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
Should we bring the jar with us, like a big nightlight lantern?
Ooh.
Well, they only reflect the light, right? I don't think they produce it.
Disco ball. Should reflect
Do I have a
deeper into the
torch?
cavern.
You guys think it's definitely more of a reflection thing because it was pretty dim when it was like raining and overcast, but as the sun came out, that's when it really, intensified to the full effect here.
The brewery.
I have a
it's got-
lamp in my backpack.
Lamp it.
Woo,
So-
lamp.
Just gonna
As
like
you pull out
that.
as you pull out this lamp, you actually see that it's a fairly shallow cave here. It's
Oh.
think more like a bear cave or something than like a deep cave system. And it seems to be pretty bare. It looks like there's some like dead grass and stuff kind of scattered on a stone floor with really rough kind of gray stone walls. You can see there is a dead creature. It looks similar to a like deer that you have seen, but it's got almost zebra stripes, and they kind of alternate between a white color and a almost pink color stripe down its body. And you can see it's got a massive gash, like a claw gash in the side, and you can see there's like a small pool of blood on the ground underneath it. But that's really the only thing that you see in here.
Would you like one
Seems
of
to be.
those teeth as well?
Yeah, why not? I'm just gonna go grab that too.
That's like easy enough, yeah. You're able to repeat the same kind of move, just with much less force, and yeah, you're able to get one of these teeth as well. This
Sell
strange
that.
kind of deer-looking creature.
Everybody has a
Can
hobby.
Abigail tell what kind of animal it is?
Yeah, if you walk up, go ahead and make a. I'll say you can do either a nature check or a history check with advantage.
Big history. God, for advantage, 16.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so this is a Cervidae. I think that is how it's pronounced. This is it's essentially a fey kind of deer creature, but it is something that you have seen before. And this is kind of really the first, like, you've seen, plants that kind of looked familiar to you, but this is the first thing that you're like, that is a fey creature, and that came from the fey realm.
I think as Morga approaches it and starts pulling at the dang thing, Abigail's just gonna
What is wrong?
be careful with its teeth.
Why?
Well, that's actually a fey creature. That's the first thing I've been able to identify so far.
What? And her hand's just gonna go up. What does that mean?
It's just a little taste of home. Something that I remember from the Feywild. And Feywild creatures are not always what they seem. And I've never gotten super close to one, let alone in their mouths. So just take caution.
Morgan's gonna get the tooth out and just brush it and reach over it and hand it to Abigail. Then here, you take this.
Carefully take it from you, kind of like look over it. Thank you.
It seems to be pretty. It's not like a sharp, like fang kind of tooth. Unlike the toger, this one is more, kind of flat, like almost like some, you think like this creature is probably not a huge meat eater. It may have some defense mechanism with its bite, but it seems like it is designed, atomically to be like feed on like grass and leaves and stuff like that.
I wonder where these things are slipping in to this jungle. That, like, if there's some kind of crazy to say, but like a portal or something somewhere. Or
Entirely
multiple,
possible.
if it's all over the jungle. Could be several.
Or a spell.
They're just poofing in here. Or
I'd
something.
be
Abigail, make a
scared to see the
perception
mage
check
that
for
could
me.
make that.
Who?
Abigail, please make a
Oh.
perception check.
Seven.
A 7? All right, good to know.
11.
Oh, 11.
11.
Okay, that's a little bit better. I think with an 11, you're kind of standing off to the side here, and you hear just on your left, kind of away from the rest of the party, just for a split second, you hear a sound that it kind of sounds like this. And you hear like a little it almost sounds like a little girl like giggling. And it's like you just caught it. Like it's off in the distance or something. But as you kind of look over, you don't see anything.
What the fuck, dude?
Well,
I think
excuse me.
I
Go
think
ahead.
in the middle of Abigail's sentence, she'd probably stop and just, I was going to say, probably not close by because there hasn't been nearly enough weird shit happening. But I think weird shit might be happening.
Well, and real quick, during this time before I walk up, I'd just like to say I was using mold earth to bury the tigers and the toger. You don't want to
Alright, yeah.
leave bodies out and about, and since everything's like muddy and loose, I figured I'd just bury them real fast.
Just ripped a tooth out.
Yeah, you did it, and then I buried him.
Tooth in the hole.
Like, that might sell for much,
Well, do you think before we head back we can maybe just take a moment here? That was pretty wild. You two looked like you were having a great time, which scares me and makes me feel better about being in your company. And I think I passed out for a moment or something.
No, you just
there's
blinked too long.
There's a little gap there, which
You
I'm not
blinked.
I'm not sure exactly, but I appreciate
Morgan, that was
everybody
brilliant.
doing your best.
Well, we're all alive, and that's what matters. I'm glad you're up on your feet.
Yeah, no birthday. Well, I just want to take a short rest.
That.
Hey,
At
if
least.
we need one, I could keep
I'll
going.
take, between, the longer side of 30 minutes to an hour to get a short rest in, but you guys are definitely, the threat seems to be, Abigail, you kind of heard something, but the threat for the most part seems to be dissipated for the time being around here.
We going to take a long rest?
A short rest.
I have a new spell for that. Well,
a long
I'd
rest or
actually-
a short rest?
Never mind, I need to get supplies before I can cast this.
There. I'm just going to sit right here. And then I'm going to take out my harp and just kind of slowly play it.
I think
could use a nap.
Abigail. Yeah, Abigail wouldn't want to entirely leave sight of the weird sounds from the forest, so she'd probably sit like at the mouth of the cave as we all kind of relax and just meditate and look out at the tree line while we sit and take a minute.
Cool.
I don't like the
All right.
face he's making. Help.
I'm also going to go
It's
and
scary.
recollect my crocodile trap it during this time before I do my rest.
Okay, yeah, so you head off down here to grab that. Morga, what are you doing?
Morga is
Practicing her
going.
blur spell.
Yes, that's right. I'm going to walk towards the front of the cave since I've had this amazing spell shower. So I now look clean and I have no blood on me. And I'm going to sit down next to Abigail and kind of help kind of protect everybody, but kind of trip at the same time, trying because I'm just all covered in this armor. You should, just trying to sit down in this exasperated, just trying to get there, and just look and say, "Don't think too hard."
Me?
Yeah. What are you staring at?
You can never think too hard when it comes to the Fae.
Sounds like some band.
I'd call them more of a circus than a band, but you're not wrong.
About this time, Halbor, you kind of walk back up and see everybody sitting. You guys are all welcome to go ahead and take that short rest and whatever benefits that may give you, including rolling hit dice to regain some health.
Oh yeah. Max hit
All
die.
right. I was gonna say I had to use 2 to get where I was, but that worked out.
Oh no, I don't gain spell slots back. F. Oh wait, but we lose our temporary, right? Our 5 temporary that we had.
I think so.
A short rest. Yes. 0.
No, you do not lose temporary hit points on a short rest.
What? Pew, pew. Sweet.
All right.
Shall we get back?
Oh yeah, as I have like
We
one
can
little
stop.
RP moment, because like as everybody's taking this rest, we're taking this breather. You see Halbor like take out his book and like clutch it to his chest, and his book glows and it like flows into him, and he uses his arcane recovery to recover a couple first level spell slots, and it looks like he's just siphoning energy straight from his spell book.
You guys, you're guys kind of sitting there at the edge of this cave in this glade with these really beautiful, like wide trunked trees with these very interesting canopies as rainbow light just reflects all around you. And, especially there's a big burst of it coming from this jar that Lothariel now holds, watching Halbor in this moment restore himself and his arcane energy and just, feel the magic of this moment here in this very strange place before your short rest comes to an end. You guys all kind of get back up and prepare for what lies ahead.
While we're walking, Lothariel's gonna approach Halbor. Is that book where you get your magic from?
But mostly. You see, he like stutters for a minute. He's like, for the most part, I do have some innate magics that my learnings have unlocked, but most of it comes from here. And I like open it, and it almost looks like incomprehensible fucking algebra. Like it's basically magical equations is what you're looking at, and it's like this is what my epiphanies have granted me, and I can decipher it into different spells.
Wow.
Little tough to read on your first try, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, I was always more of a fan of literature than math.
I mean, aren't they not the same? All the words equal out to an answer.
That's very poetic.
Halbor looks very proud of himself in that moment, since he's been like primarily a bookworm too.
Yeah.
Abigail kind of looks over his shoulder. Yeah, that's not how my magic works, that's for sure.
Mine either,
Well-
but if it works, it works. I suppose,
Okay.
like math, there could be different ways to get to the same answer.
See, exactly. That's my point. You could
Everyone-
say it. I can write it out in these weird algebraic equations.
Everyone knows 1 + 1 is 3.
Oh,
Halbor gives you the
course,
longest
Morgan.
side eye in his life for a second. It's one of those just like,
What?
nothing, Morga. I believe you might be right in some occasions.
See.
about how long does it do back to Panthora?
Took you guys a couple hours to get here.
Okay, he's trucking along, I suppose.
You did start quite early in the day. I think this was pretty much you woke up and set out. So, it's like approaching midday. It's still not quite noon, I would say.
Okay.
Before we head back, do we want to search the area, or should we prioritize returning the beetles? We've never been here before.
I also don't want to get lost. Maybe
We
can...
do have guaranteed passage if we go back with these bugs, do we not?
Yes.
And a tour guide to boot.
Yes, and a faster way up the river. So maybe it is best we get back and we can sightsee on the way to our inevitable doom. I mean, saving the world.
We're not gonna die. I know it.
Always an optimist, Letty. Always an optimist.
It can happen. I almost died. I think. About an hour ago.
No. You just blink too long. That's it.
I don't remember
Not to
blinking that
concern
long
you,
ever.
darling. But I think that's going to happen a couple more times before we're done.
Yes.
I kind of like look at Abigail and I'm like, does it have to? That will be thoroughly unpleasant for all parties.
Well, then let it motivate all parties to look after each other and kick ass.
I like gratefully look at Morga, who I've been riding on for the last couple hours.
Speaking of, I'm just gonna scoop up Halbor since he's been walking all this time and just
His
my
poor
shoulder.
little legs.
And I'm just like, no, I'm filthy. And I quickly cast Prestidigitate on myself so I don't muddy up her new armor.
We're not on the way back.
Like,
Look
I
for...
just made it clean.
I just want to keep an eye out and look for anything that looks it could be pirate affiliated.
Mm.
Around the immediate area?
Just like
Or
while,
like as you're...
like as we're walking back.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you guys heading
Abigail's
out
gonna
now?
do the same with weird fae things.
Okay. Are you guys heading out from the clearing
Mm,
back the way that you came?
I believe so.
Yes.
All right. So you guys take one last look around, not seeing really anything of note left in the immediate area, and head back down the path that you came down. I will have Lothariel and Abigail both make some perception checks for me. Just a general perception, walking back, keeping an eye out for those things you mentioned.
Perception. Oh. Natural 20 for a 25.
Sick.
I got
Oh, yeah.
mate.
An 8. So what we're gonna have here is kind of a reversal, because even with that super high roll, you don't see, there's nothing that is jumping out to you as pirate oriented. In fact, you don't really see anything that's not a natural element of the jungle, except as you as you're walking back, it first kind of catches your eye and you don't think much of it, but after the third or fourth time you see just a little sparkle, and it almost reminds you of the way that the crushed up shells of the beetles looked, but instead of like a rainbow effect, it's just kind of catching the light, and you find that almost the entire way back to Banthura, there seems to be just little traces of some kind of reflective dust. And it's notable that it doesn't, after you kind of pick up on it, this is a natural 20. After you kind of pick up on it, you start to look around off the path, and you notice it seems the only place you're seeing it is following almost your trek here. You can still see the boot prints that you all left on the way in this wet mud, and you don't notice any of this reflective kind of dust anywhere but directly on the path that you guys were on.
Kind of just appreciate it to himself, and whispers kind of under his breath, "Things we've never seen before." Just keep walking.
After a little bit of time, you guys definitely make your way back. You can see the kind of clearing open up a little bit, the 5 large, massive trees reaching up into the sky in this pentagon form that does signify that you have made it back to Banthura.
Did you all see the sparkles on the trail?
The what?
The sparkles in the air. They were faint,
No.
but yeah, they were up like the whole trail, way back. I'm not sure if that was
That
something
doesn't sound good.
the Banthurians did, maybe to guide the way, or something from the jungle keeping it safer, or I'm not sure.
Do you
Maybe it's
still
more-
see it?
Maybe it's more gods.
Do you still see it? Is it around here?
Do I still see it around Banthura?
You rolled a natural 20. You can see it. You see it just pretty isolated around the base of the tree where the lift is located.
Try to like point it out as much as possible. Like, there, wait. There. See it? There again.
I don't see it, but that's
I
horrifying
think at this point,
that
with him
it's
pointing
here.
it out to you guys, that you do, in fact, it may take you a second to like catch the glint, but you see it, and it's like it's not as much in the air as it is kind of on the ground.
Okay.
I think Abigail, as soon as you see it, you know that this is pixie dust.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see? It was up the whole trail.
Huh? It followed us all the way back.
I'm not very comfortable, because if it's only around the lift, that's a very bad sign.
I will say you more saw it as if it was. It looked to you like it was kind of like settled by the time you started making your way back. So it doesn't necessarily look like it followed you back, but you think on the natural 20 that maybe it followed you there, and perhaps was even present before you. Like if it's here at the elevator as well.
I relay the information.
And you're not entirely sure that it's something that's directly related to you guys, but there seems to be pixie dust on the pathway that you took, and now here at the base of the elevator as well.
I relay this to everybody, and facing Abigail. I'm not
Would I be
sure
able
if
to
it
do
was-
a roll? Like, what do I know about pixies?
Sure, yeah, you can make a Arcana check.
Arcana.
Me too.
Yeah.
Dang it, and I rolled poorly. I got a 9.
I would say yours would be with advantage, Abigail. You definitely know at least some stuff.
14.
So yeah, with your inherent kind of knowledge of the Fae, growing up there and all, you know that pixies are very tiny Fae creatures, standing usually less than a foot tall. They have kind of pointed ears and gossamer wings. Kind of looking like dragonflies or butterflies, depending on the particular pixie, as they of course are individuals. They are very into spying on other creatures. They are easily distracted. They like shiny things. Yeah. And you know that when they fly, their wings give off pixie dust. It is a product of their wings and the movement that they create.
So there's a pixie here.
Probably.
Or it came through.
But why?
Well, if you found
don't-
talking apes, wouldn't you be interested? We were.
Very.
That is pretty cool.
Yes, but I think out of this whole community, we have the shiniest things. So everyone keep mindful of your possessions.
I guess kind of check all my kind of.
Yeah, I was
pockets
just
and stuff
thinking,
real
I was
quick, just, like,
immediately starting
take
to
a
do
little
the same
quick
thing.
inventory while we're going towards the elevator.
Yeah, you guys all kind of go through your stuff, and I will say nobody really finds anything missing. Everything seems to be accounted for, as far as you can tell.
Think everything is all right.
Well, all my accoutrements seem to be in order.
All right, let's get this to Mumbo.
How heavy is that with all those beetles?
It's surprisingly, you wouldn't think. I mean, it's not heavy at all.
I mean, it's like half my size. I'm sure it's quite heavy.
Do you want to try?
No,
Okay.
I'm not
can do
willing
it.
to. I'm not willing to drop this and shatter it.
I don't want you to hurt yourself.
As you guys are talking, you do see the knot there in the tree that you had previously witnessed Gorman press that you think will probably bring down the lift for you.
Ah, see, guys, it's this one. I told you I knew it.
Could you press one for me? My hands are full.
Yeah, and as you guys, you smack the knot, the familiar now clicking sound of the mechanism sounding as the lift lowers down, and you guys are able to hop on and ride it back up. Conveniently located on the same part of Banthura as the fishing shop.
Yes.
About midday now, and you guys, well, it's maybe shortly after, early afternoon, as you guys make your way back to the fishing shop.
I'm gonna walk in if I see Mumbo. Is he in?
Yeah. You see him. He's actually out front, and he seems to be messing with that. You saw a box of like open, unused fish hooks. He seems to be rifling around in that box of hooks.
Mr. Mumbo, we have what you were looking for.
Yeah, as you say his name, he kind of perks up and he goes, "Oh, excellent! You get the beetles for me."
And hold up the jar.
Oh, she's like eyes light up as he comes and takes the jar from you and says, "This is fantastic. I'll be happy to ferry you up the river whenever you'd like to leave. Please come back and let me know. Oh God, I can't thank you enough. Are you all right? Did you find some tigers?"
Uh-huh.
Found
We did, and
something
I have
bigger
its
than that too.
tooth.
Oh,
And there's a larger one with armor and a weapon.
what?
That's what I said.
Oh,
Morgan's gonna
God,
grab the tooth out of her like bag and just go, "I got this for you."
He kind of reaches and takes it out of your hand, like looks at it, and he kind of has like a bewildered look on his face. And he said, well, I'm sorry. I had no idea you'd run into something like that, just getting beetles. You sure everyone's all right?
I'm okay. Everybody okay?
I am fine after all that. Yes.
Well, that's impressive. Well, certainly. I'd be happy to hold up my end of the bargain and like I said, whenever you're ready, you let me know.
And that will be more than helpful and a good payment for what we accomplished for you. So, thank you.
It's I can't thank you enough. It'll be my pleasure to take you on down the river.
Right. Well, I'll turn to everybody else. When are we planning on going?
Drug.
Where will we sleep? Should we maybe get
Say
a
we-
couple more things for travel while we're here and then maybe come back?
I
Or
do
should we-
need new spell components.
Should we fresh start in the morning?
I think that's best.
Alright. Enjoy this comfort while it lasts? Question mark?
Sorry.
This luxury? Alright, well, we will speak to you tomorrow morning as early as possible, Mambo, if that's okay.
Well, if that's like when you'd like to leave, that's fine with me.
Alright, well,
Mambo, do you usually stay out over multiple days, or do you go out for only day trips usually?
All little bits of both. My closest spots, I'll go out for the afternoon and come back, but I've got some spots further away that I like to visit every now and then.
And how do you rest in between your trips? Do you prefer traveling and stopping by night and not chancing? Like, what are your preferences?
Well,
What
I
are your
usually climb a
tips?
tree and sleep in a tree if I want to stay out for more than one day.
are
Fair
there
enough.
any dangers other than falling out of the tree? Like creatures that fly out there, other than normal
Well,
birds?
One thing you learn quickly when you go out in Paldir is to expect the unexpected. So there's definitely things that are dangerous. I try and keep a low profile as much as possible and not stir the pot, as it were. I've had a few run-ins, and I'm somewhat capable of protecting myself as long as it's not anything too crazy. And if it is, I'll run away.
Smart.
Fair enough.
Well
Good
done.
man.
Alright, well, we will speak to you in the morning. Thank you.
All right, sounds good. I'll set up the the supplies I need, and we'll be ready to head out when you are.
Thank you. Again, sorry. Awkwardly turn around.
And he just kind of goes back to his fish hooks.
I'd like to maybe just get a couple things to make our travel a little bit easier. Maybe, I don't know what we would need. Just something to round out our supplies, I guess. Maybe top everything off.
Varga, sweetheart, would you like to find maybe a sleeping arrangement more suited for you than the hammock that we were provided?
That would be great. I don't want to fall out of the tree.
Unless you would like
Not again.
Halvor to dig a hole for you next to him at night.
Making
I
the
love
burrow
Halvor, but I
works.
don't want to sleep on the floor.
Understandable.
Oh, but it's so comfortable.
Let's get you something comfier to sleep in for our adventure, shall we?
I have no more banana coin.
I have banana coin. It's all right.
Okay.
I think I've got 40 left, technically.
I have 111.
I'm broke.
let me spend my banana coin, man, before I die.
Yeah, I have a lot of banana coins left. So
If I go down again, I don't want to
Yes.
have banana coin in my pocket.
No. What shop would be the best, like, for looking for, like, sleeping bags? Would that be, like, a general store, you think? Or would that be...
Maybe the clothing shop, Finn Brew?
You know that the clothing shop will definitely have fabric. I will say throughout the shops that you went through, you never saw any, tents or sleeping bags or anything like that. I think that you have visited. Yeah, the only place you haven't been is the farmer's market. No reason to think they would have sleeping bags there. So yeah, I think that based on what you know, your best bet would either be to try to have one made for you, Or you could possibly buy fabric and try and do it yourself. You could find some other means of acquiring fabric, but yeah, no, you didn't see any sleeping bags per se for sale.
Mm.
And thinking, they're not a lot of people that seem to leave now knowing, a little bit of what you know about the culture here. Not a lot of people seem to have much business outside of the village other than like Gorman and now Mambo. Ibu Riff also makes treks out for brewery ingredients. You learned that, but you don't know that he stayed overnight or anything like that.
Another thing, we could go back by that brewery.
Ooh.
I would still like to get a small kit if Ibu has one, and then maybe see if I can take a peek in that back room and I don't know.
Something tells me he's not going to sell you that kit.
Suppose not. I don't know. Maybe just walk by again. Do you want to go to the clothing shop and see if they can make one for you, or I don't mind helping if you want to try to make something tonight.
The sooner the better.
Maybe if Halvor isn't going to use his hammock, they could sew your hammock and his hammock together to make a big hammock for you.
I have a kit with some sewing supplies in it. Oh, I have a disguise kit that have sewing supplies in it.
Yeah, you'll have a needle and thread in there for sure.
Okay.
I will say the thread...
One that hasn't been in your ears.
The thread isn't really designed for anything as heavy duty, maybe as a sleeping bag, so you may have to... It might take a little time, just like, based on checks and stuff, but yeah, I mean, you have the supplies.
Okay. I could try for you, or if they can do it, then, get them to do it.
Might as well pay them to do it. I'll sponsor.
Sure.
Let's have them.
Now we're gonna go to Finbrew's shop.
Okay, yeah, you head back over to the clothing shop on the other side of the southern edge of Banthura, and Finbrew is in there. This is the lovely older woman that helped you with the clothing and specifically jewelry that you bought before. She's standing there behind the counter. She seems to be in her ledger, making notes of things as you guys walk in. Oh, hello. Welcome back. Would you think of something you didn't buy before?
I need some help.
What can I do for you, love?
We're just gonna grab my hammock and then also reach for Halbor's and like hold them together like this and just try to explain the best that I can. I am too big for this. Can you put these together?
Oh, you'd just like me to stitch those together for you, make an extra large hammock.
That would be great.
Okay, would you like me to add any padding or any additional fabric to it of any kind? Perhaps a embroidery design?
Ooh! Yes.
Right? Well, what were you thinking?
Ariel's gonna kind of just grab his hammock out of his patch, or out of his patch, and like wait patiently. Like, hold up. Padding.
Padding.
Let's do some padding. And do you have blue?
Of course, yes. I've got blue. For the embroidery or the padding, love?
The padding.
Okay, so we did some blue fabric to help make this a little more comfortable for you on the inside. Anything else I can do to this for you? She's kind of taking some notes in that. She like flipped the page of the ledger, and you see her kind of taking some notes there.
Do you
She's
have...
she's starting to measure the hammock. She's got one of those like fabric measurement, like the roll-up ruler. Yeah.
I
She's,
think
like,
that
looking
should
at
be
you.
good. Does anybody else need anything?
How long do you think one of these would take? Because I would love one too, but we might be departing Manthara tomorrow morning.
Oh, well, I think it will take me a bit longer to do that. Perhaps by the following morning, I think I could have it ready for you.
What do you think? Turn towards the group.
These hands don't work as fast as they used to, unfortunately.
What if I helped you?
What? Ooh.
Well, that's certainly a lovely offer. How would you help me? You have lots of experience stitching and.
More of a hobby than a professional experience, but I'm sure I can help with something if you need it.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh, a 19 for 24.
Nice.
Sure. If you would like to stay and help me, perhaps you could run the shop while I'm working on it. That way, I won't have to step away if anyone comes in.
All right.
Right.
I turn towards Abigail. Turn back towards her.
And she'll say,
I was
"In that
thinking
case." Oh, go ahead.
maybe while you're doing Morgas, maybe Letty could sit and copy you, and while you're doing Morgas, he could be doing his own, and just doing as you do, and I'll take care of the shop and talk to any people that need to come in if they do, so you don't have to be interrupted.
Sure. That's lovely. I thank you very much. I think with your help, I should be able to finish it as early as tomorrow afternoon.
Okay,
Okay.
that works a bit more. I turn towards Abigail. Right. Well, I'm gonna sit down and take out my pouch, my little disguise kit, and take out the needle and start kind of like going through some thread and stuff. And I suppose I'm ready when you are.
Okay. Well, dear, and she starts to show Abigail. She shows you like where the register is. She shows you. She's got like a book of like little swatches of like different fabrics and things like that. She shows she's got a little key hanging for the jewelry case. And she kind of nods to you, Lothario. Come right this way. The fabric room is in the back. We'll take these, and she kind of grabs the hammocks and starts to walk back there, motioning for you to follow.
Okay, I'm gonna take a step and then turn towards the group. I'm sorry, I didn't know that this was going to be a thing. I'm not sure if turn towards Halvor and Morga. Maybe you'd
Have a
like to
great
just
time.
hang out. I don't know. If you go anywhere, be careful. I'll be done shortly, I suppose, and then go follow Finbrew.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck I just got. She's such a sweet old lady. I couldn't say no. I'm sorry.
I could just
all right,
imagine.
so we've got Abigail now manning the counter at the clothing store.
First
as
job in
Lothario
Paldir.
follows back to the back room. Halvor and Morga, what are you guys doing now for the remainder of the day and the first part of the day tomorrow?
I imagine right now, at least, I look up to Morga and I'm like, "Do you have any more shopping? I had an epiphany after that battle and need to go gather more supplies."
I'm gonna take out my banana coin purse and just hand it to Morga.
I'm just
Go
gonna
have fun.
I'm gonna have a defeated look on my face of just take the banana coin. Thank you. And she's gonna look up at Halvor. I have nothing, but if you need to go, we can go.
I would like to see if I can get this out of the way. Otherwise, I'll need to figure out where to procure my new ingredients.
Well, it seems they're preoccupied, so I say we go figure it out.
I was trying to look through my notes. I cannot remember. I did apparently not write down the name of the lady who did the spell supplies. I'm very upset with myself. I went looking. I know we've been there already.
It's Theranol. Thera.
Thera.
Theranal, indeed.
Oh.
She was another kind of sweeter old lady, very similar kind of to Finbrew in that way.
Oh, over
Well,
the earring, Halbor, or I guess is this one? Do we share a line? What's going on here?
I
We
think
share a
that
line.
these four are connected, right? Because it was
Okay.
really two sets of two that were meant to like originally designed kind of where like one person would wear both kind of thing, and the other person would wear the other two. So these four are connected.
Okay,
that
gotcha.
way.
Over the earring, you guys will hear, if you guys are going shopping, I have some more banana coin and wouldn't mind a couple components, Halbor, as well, if you can find them for me. Ow! Stuck myself with a needle.
I'm just like, well, two birds with one stone and all that, sure. And I'll like go find him and
I'll
Get-
meet him
what-
in the
Just
shop.
let him down on my shoulder.
and
I
it's
give
just
you
like,
my
what
Yeah,
$111.
scrambles back inside to get the. You guys hadn't made it too far, but yeah, you guys head out to Theranal. Whatever components you guys are looking for, go ahead and you can add those into your inventory. We need to
Sick.
deduct just one banana coin basically per component, and we'll
Okay.
say basically you have enough to cast this whatever spell for the next several times you're gonna cast it.
Okay. Sweet.
Cool.
Thank you. Mine was a tart, a feather,
oh, that's
wait. Yeah, a tart, a feather. And a drop of molasses. Or some molasses.
you needed all this food. That's wild. My spells are far more mechanical. I need silver thread and a bell.
So the feather, the bell, the silver thread, you can get that all from the Thera, but you think like for the food-like ingredients, you could either go check out the farmer's market, but for just molasses and a tart, you think you can probably just grab that at the Inn and Tavern too from Murray, depending on your preference.
Actually, well, so while we're out and about, I look up to Morga and I'm like, she did not have, hold on. Thera is a lovely woman. She did not have the food-based components Lithariel needed. Should we check the market? Also, do you think we need to try to find some rations, or should we be all right just scavenging? We have all the money. Mwahaha, they can't stop us.
Sorry, it caught me off guard. Morgan's gonna look over at Halbor and say, maybe we try the tavern.
Easy does it. Sounds good to me. So then, yeah, just make a little trip at the tavern and ask for molasses and a tart.
Easy enough. Yeah, Mary Kai is there. She's seems to be reading a book, and you can see on the cover of the book is a mannequin, but one like that a clothing person would have, and you can see that in common it says the art of high fashion
Nice.
on the book. And yeah, she sells you the tart and some molasses. She does upcharge you a little bit for the molasses, and she wants 3 banana coins for the molasses.
My goodness. Well, it's Lithariel's money. Sure, here you go. And an extra one for your trouble. Still out of Lithariel's money.
Perfect. Do you guys visit your rooms at all while you're here at the inn?
I don't think so. I would not have thought about it
No.
myself. No. Just be like, hey, we'll be back tonight. I need these, and see you later, a bit later.
Did you pay for everything, Halbor?
Yes. Yeah, I used Lithariel's money for his stuff, and I've deducted mine for my stuff.
So yeah, you still got the full pouch of banana coin that you got from
Like
Abigail.
108 or so, or sorry, 105 or so now.
Jeez.
Yeah, I still had 2 of my 3x banana coins, and I still had 1 of my 2x banana coins. So I have
Like 210.
217 banana
17.
coins altogether.
Metal.
So broke.
I'm fairly broke now too.
You guys were the charitable ones at the beginning. Now me and Letty gotta bring up the rear.
I'll say as you guys get those final ingredients from the Inn and Tavern, it's probably around like 6-ish p.m. You know that like dinner typically is, you know, in around like an hour and a half. But would the two of you want to do anything as they're finishing up their shift at the clothing store?
Morgan's gonna look over at Halbor and just kind of say, "Since they're working, do you want to have a drink?"
You see, he like sighs deeply, and he's like, "One of the drinks is like half the size of my body." But sure,
That's
let's
exactly
see.
why we should do this.
Okay, let's see if I can handle it. If
All right.
you can obviously carry me if I can't.
As you guys order ale.
Oh yeah, I want to try to get wave for someone. Excuse me.
Yeah, Mary's right there with you. Guys.
Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. I was testing you. I want to order 2 of the biggest ales for the 2 of us.
Okay, sure. And yeah, she reaches down behind the counter and pulls out these definitely Banthurian resident sized tankards and goes over to the ale barrel. And you see here, this one, unlike the others that would seem to have like gizmos and wall switches that activated the pouring mechanisms, this one just a straight ale barrel. And yeah, she hits the tap and pours you guys 2 big frothy ales, comes back, kind of sets them down on the counter. A little bit of the froth sloshes over onto the bar top. She quickly cleans it up and says to you, "All right, that'll be 6 gold pieces or 6 banana coins."
I continue to offer Lothariel's bag, even though she's got Abigail's.
Proud of you.
I'm gonna reach for the coin and give it, but at the same point, try to find a pen or a pencil of some kind and grab a bar napkin and try to draw the best that I can, as horribly as I can, Halbor next to an ale and just the proportion between the two, just for my own personal keepsake, just giggling the entire time as I'm drawing this as fast as I possibly can, so I can give this.
Before you start your art, I will say something happens. As you open the drawstrings of Abigail's coin purse, you go and reach in to the coins and you pull out a couple of the wooden coins, but as you open your palm, you also see a tiny little rolled up piece of paper, and it seems to be tied closed with what looks like a pink ribbon of some kind. And one thing that really strikes you as odd about it is it is absolutely covered in pixie dust. And that's where we're going to end this episode.
Oh, no.
Let's pick up on that next time.
Oh, you can't do that to me.
Brutal.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Hey, what the hell you got going on? First of all, second of all, B and I are working this long shift, man, for the homies, and y'all over here drinking. That's crazy.
It's the best.
We had a couple
no.
hours to kill, and this is, I think, either my first or second alcoholic drink ever. So
Get a job,
great.
man. Hey, get a
Don't
job.
expect your homies to come hang out with you at work, dude. That's crazy.
I spend the money on both of us. You should entertain me while I'm there.
Alrighty, thank you so much for watching tonight's episode of The Jungles of Paldir. We very much appreciate it. One more quick reminder, we are on social media at Side21TV. You can also check out our merch store at Side21.tv. And another quick announcement, we do have a Christmas or holiday themed one-shot coming up, so make sure you are around to check that out, as well as a bunch of other new content, game guides, world building advice, all of that stuff rolling out on YouTube very soon. So we hope to see you there. Otherwise, we hope you have a wonderful night, and we will see you next time on Side 21.